Here's what I want to say to you. Take your butt off the back burner and put it on the front. The gifts of taking your butt off the back burner and putting it on the front, here are some. Hello, thank you for stopping by again at Inspiration Station. This is Pamela Elaine, and I'm so glad that you are here with me. I have another tip for you today at Inspiration Station. Here's a question for you. Do you put the wants and needs of others before your own? Do you? I know you do. That's why you are here. This is no accident you're watching this, okay? Because you are someone who puts the wants and needs of others before your own. And how is that working for you? To put everyone else's needs first and yours last, if even on the list. Are you finding that you are stressed, unhappy, frustrated, depressed? Are you getting your needs met or wondering who's taking care of you? If you are experiencing any of these feelings, you are not alone. Many women, and we're finding men too, put their wants and needs on the back burner and everyone else's on the front. It's a mindset. It is a mindset that there's not enough for you two. The mindset of if you don't give to others, they won't get. A mindset of lack and scarcity. We live in an abundant universe. Just look at the trees that bear fruit, the ground that brings forth vegetables. Abundance is all around in this universe. However, we look at our lives in a scarce way, that without giving up everything of ourselves, then people will suffer. People, family, children, significant others, co-workers. Everyone else will suffer if you aren't the one putting their needs first. But there's something else behind that action of putting everyone else's needs before your own. And it's not so much an action as it is a behavior. That behavior, I do believe, comes from this place of, I'm not enough. And the only way for you to feel like you are enough is to take care of everybody else. There's another subconscious reason behind you putting yourself on the back burner. And that is to feel good about yourself. Because if you put everyone else first, most likely in your mind, they are going to, in return, take care of you and make you feel like you're so worthy. Without knowing it, you're looking for that applause and that affirmation from other people that, oh my goodness, thank you so much of all you've done for me and for us, and giving up what you want in order for us to have what we need. And oh, you're waiting for that acknowledgement, and it ain't coming. If anything, you feel a bit taken advantage of. And what do you have in return? Yeah, stress, frustration, depression, anxiety, the constant nagging, I'm not enough, going on in the background of your mind. Those are the gifts of putting yourself on the back burner. Here's what I want to say to you. take your butt off the back burner and put it on the front. The gifts of taking your butt off the back burner and putting it on the front, here are some. Calm, peace, feeling good enough to take care of yourself as a priority. Happiness, the desire to do things that you stopped doing, hanging out with your friends, taking up a new hobby, going back to school, starting a business, losing the weight. Aren't we tired of talking about weight? Oh, God. We are tired of talking about weight. But you know what? You will always have a weight problem if you keep yourself on the back burner. That's why I'm saying take your butt off the back burner and put it on the front. You are worthy of self-care. You are worthy of being a priority. You are good enough to be number one. How in the world do I do that, Pamela Lane? I have been practicing being on the back burner for decades. I know. I get that. So did I. I was that woman, that mother, that wife who put the wants and needs of spouse and 4 children before my own. I gave up 2 great jobs in corporate America to stay home and to be more available to my children and to my spouse. So I thought it was not my burning desire. It was not my burning desire to stay home. It was not. But I thought that was the right thing to do and the best thing to do. So I did it. And instead of honoring what was real for me, I thought about what would be best for everyone else. And guess what that got me? A breakdown on my bathroom floor in front of my 4 children. Guess what else that got me? A few years later, a divorce. A divorce after 18 years of marriage. So you see, that's just my story, my little story. It may not be your story, but I'll bet you've got something similar to share about the cost of being on the back burner of your life. Here's what you can do. Number 1, recognize that your butt is on the back burner and you put it there. Number 2, take responsibility that you put yourself on the back burner and don't blame anyone else. Oh, but everyone is taking advantage of me and I am not the one who's able to do the things I want because no one is allowing me. You gave them permission to be number 1 in your life and to suck the life out of you. So don't blame anybody else. So take responsibility and don't blame anyone else because you put yourself on the back burner. Number 3, choose to be your number 1 priority. Did you hear the word I used? I used the word choose. Choose to be your number 1 priority. It's a choice. I didn't say decide, because the side is a kill off. We're not killing off anything. We are choosing. We are inviting into our lives the priority position that we deserve. You are inviting into your life the number 1 priority position that you deserve. That is to take care of yourself first. Choose that. It's okay. I'm giving you permission right now to choose yourself as the number one priority. Your self-care is vital. Nothing else matters if you don't take care of yourself. Number 4, practice selfish generosity. Selfish generosity is simple. It is the practice of taking care of yourself first so that you can then give to others. That simple. Taking care of yourself first, being selfish enough to take care of yourself first so that you have something to give to others, so you can be generous to others. It is the antidote to sacrifice. If an athlete wants to get good at her sport, she practices and practices and practices before she goes out on the field or on the court. You have to practice selfish generosity. That is, you've got to daily, what's the word? Daily. Do at least one thing that's all about you, baby. Just one thing, we're saying. Not 12, not 20. It's great if you can just up level that quickly, but most of us cannot when we've been practicing putting ourselves on the back burner. I want you to just choose one thing, just one that you can do every single day that honors you. That's the bell. One thing. What is that one thing that you can do every single day that honors you? For example, for me, one of the things that I do every single day, twice a day actually, is I practice transcendental meditation, TM. Twice a day, 20 minutes, I sit, I close my eyes, and I repeat in my mind a mantra that was given to me by my transcendental meditation teacher. And I've been doing that since 2012 when I learned transcendental meditation in Fairfield, Iowa, which is the Mecca of transcendental meditation. That is for me. And let me tell you, when I meditate, I am a better problem solver. I am more creative. I am calmer. I feel much better about myself and my circumstances, even when those circumstances may be going crazy. It is the best me time of anything else that I can do. I love to shop, but if I had to choose shopping over transcendental meditation, it would be TM. But that's what I do for myself every single day. I have to tell you though, if you start practicing selfish generosity, you've got to be ready for something. People ain't gonna like it. The people who are on the front burner of your life, they may not like it. It could get really tough, all right? And you will lose some relationships. But those relationships weren't worth it anyway if you're now taking care of yourself and somebody's got a problem with that. Oh, bye, Felicia. Tip number 5. Keep going. Keep going. There will be moments when you feel fatigued, as an athlete does when an athlete is preparing to be her best or his best. There are moments of fatigue. You're tired. I don't want to do this no more. I just want to go home. I just want to get in bed. I want to pull the covers over my head. I don't want to be bothered with the world. That's okay. Take that moment. Rest, relax, stretch out those selfish generosity muscles. Stretch them out. Get hydrated, drink some water, and go back to practicing selfish generosity. If you do this and make selfish generosity become a habit, you will be one of the most confident, radiant, self-assured individuals in your community, in your environment, in your home, in your office, wherever you go. People will stop and go, something's different about you. And you can say, yeah, I finally realized that I'm worth being on the front burner of my life. There's the other disadvantage of putting your wants and needs on the back burner and putting everyone else's first is you lose. You lose relationships. You have made Are we done? After making all of these sacrifices for others, spouse, children, coworker, church, you don't get back what you put in. And in some cases, for some of you, you've gone, maybe many of you, you've gone through a divorce. After you invested your time, energy, money in a spouse, that spouse is no longer in your life. And that spouse has moved on to greener pastures, so to speak, doing his or her own thing, not even thinking about you and the investment that you made into that life. Doesn't that just piss you off? You know why? Because you put yourself on the back burner and you put that spouse's needs first. Don't do that anymore. In your next relationship, if you're in one or planning to be in one, you are the priority. No more sacrificing. I understand. I hear you screaming in my ear, like, but of course I've got to sacrifice. I've got to give to others. That's what keeps a relationship working, right? Wrong. It's not the sacrifice. It's the honoring of yourself and honoring another human being that keeps a relationship working, not you sacrificing. You sacrificing what you want and what you need is only going to get you a lot more frustration, anxiety, stress, and pissed offness. That's my own word. Pissed offness. You don't have to sacrifice to be happy or to hold on to that which you value. You just need to invest in yourself and give to yourself as you deserve to be given to. The other thing about putting yourself on the front burner, taking your butt off the back burner and putting yourself on the front burner is that you'll stop expecting other people to make you feel good. You'll stop expecting them to be responsible for making you happy. I'll say it again. You will stop expecting other people to make you happy. You will unload that responsibility from them and place it where it belongs, on yourself. No one is responsible for your happiness. And no one certainly is going to take your butt off the back burner and put it on the front. Only you can. I don't mean to scream at you. I love you. That's why I'm encouraging you in this manner. Okay? Okay. All right. That's all I've got for you today. I want you to lean into this discomfort. All right? Just take it in, but lean into the discomfort of this tip. Practice it. And remember that every investment in your personal development is worth it. See you next time.